welcome to the next level. Nowadays, it's the ways of the...
My name is Sarah J. I'm sitting here today at Lexington Ave Culture Shop with Sketch Menace for HipHopCanada. How's it going?
I'm doing well. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. So tomorrow night is the big Quarantine 2 event that everyone's been waiting on. It's the event that's going to put Calgary's battle scene on the map.
Well, we hopefully back on the map. But yeah, I mean, we hope to kind of gain that kind of notoriety from the event for sure.
So when you say back on the map?
When I mean back on the event, Calgary's battle scene's been active for the better part of 6 years now, probably, since the first King of the Dot event. We've had ups and downs throughout that. We've had big numbers, a lot of attention, big battles happen, and we've gone through lulls. And when I say lulls, I don't necessarily mean negatives either, but we've had smaller events, we've digressed a little bit, tried to gain our composure back and figure out where our roots are, and we've done some smaller events, especially with staff changes and stuff over the years. But so with this event, we really want to bring back that essence of battle rap that was in Calgary at one point, but then obviously further exceed those expectations that even those those fans who have been around for a while that have come to expect.
So walk me through a bit how the matchups switch on that.
That's it's funny. It's it's with battles in the way that they are nowadays. People kind of throw together these street rapper things, and the guys who are getting the most views. And with my appreciation for battle rap is that I always loved that I could go into a room and I could watch two nerd white boy dudes kind of make fun of each other, and then I could watch this street guy versus this other, random other some mirror match or whatever. Then I could watch some crazy gangster battle. Then I could watch some crazy mirror match. Then some crazy grudge match that had some build up. And I like those events that have there's context to them, and there's a different formality throughout the event, and it can change. You never know what you're going to see next. So when we're putting together the card, we want to make sure that there's a dynamic range of entertainment there. We can cater to a lot of different crowds. We've got the Grand Prix battles, which are ones that were obviously set up due to the tournament and whatnot, but which I think adds a really cool piece to the event, because there is that battles aren't judged that often anymore. There's promo and stuff and whatever put out there. So now with actually judged stuff, there's stuff on the line, there's money on the line, there's a title, which is cool. And then the rest of them are just trying to pepper in cool battles in between with different styles and whatever. So I might be rambling on a little bit here. It's not a busy day.
No, I feel that. So I'm very inexperienced with battle rap.
Okay.
From your Sketch Menace expertise perspective, what differentiates someone who's an extreme champion title battle rapper from someone who's just a terrible rapper?
Hey there, guys.
The funny thing about, I don't even want to call the terrible guys who are battlers bad either, because I probably get more entertainment out of bad battles than I do good battles. But I think what really makes the difference is that people don't understand the time that goes into this. Especially now that battle rap has kind of reached this point where it's apex to this point where it's we're brushing with the mainstream, we're doing events in association with OVO, Smack's killing it, Don't Flop's killing it over the pond, it's huge, and people who are coming on now are just seeing this. They just see what's out there and what was put out there. They didn't see the videos when we were out kicking it out front of the Eaton Center in Toronto, borrowing our mom's cameras to put stuff on. It was ridiculous, right? And they don't see that work ethic that goes in. And that same thing translates to even putting in work for battles. When I first got into this, it was Hollahan I was really close with at the time, and him and I, this was our life outside of our day-to-day work and whatever. But this is our passion. This is what we did. This is what defined us as. It's where we found, camaraderie, in society. So, and I don't think that people nowadays that are getting into it are seeing it for that creative, that artistic value anymore. They're not seeing it for that intrinsic, that core value that I think that we see, and the guys who came up and built it see. I think that they're more or less just trying to write bars that are cool or whatever, or that as long as they say 3 things that also go down in a kitchen about a kitchen in the same line, then it's all of a sudden good, and it's I'll hit you blunt when I hit the sharp end, and it's stupid. So it's I think it really comes down to time and the effort that people put into it, and how seriously they take it. Do you look at this as an art form, or do you look at it as a place to flash your ego? And I think that will really define how well you're doing this.
That's a very Kanye West commentary of you.
I hope that's a good thing. That could be
yeah,
taken really negatively.
Artistic value is
good.
important. So as someone who's based in Calgary, can you walk me through a bit of the progression you've seen in some of the Calgary's battle rappers, like Noel, Chedda Cheese, Dirty Harry, those kinds, because you've been with them since they started. and now here they are at this huge.
Well, I'll start off with, like, I mean, Chedda Cheese is a guy, he's been doing this longer than I have. He was a guy that I knew of even when I was more or less just like a fan. I battled him a few times, like way back in the day, like it's little freestyle battles and stuff like that, and like who God knows what rap name we were kind of going under at that time and shit like that. I think Chedda was like Smelly Cheese Guy or at the time or something. But so him, like, I mean, he's done enough work for himself with the parody videos and his regular music that he puts out and stuff. He kills it. But like, he's always been a hard person to set up battles for, but just because he's Chedda Cheese, right? He's hard to take seriously. And especially when you're making fun of a guy like Chedda, like, I mean, he wears who he is. Yeah. So how do you make fun of that when someone like, right? So it's like, it's really hard to come out of a battle with Chedda Cheese looking good. I've been on the receiving end of that, and it wasn't fun. So he's always a difficult person to find battles for. So Big Kannon was like a really interesting matchup for him. We like that. Interesting about Newell was unknown. I think he had a couple of like videos out on YouTube with his songs that had like 30, 40, 50 views on them or something at the time. And when Holohan left and I took over the division, I was looking for new talent, and somebody had messaged me one day and said, yo, this dude Newell's really dope. And like, I get messages like that every day for like hundreds of them. And for whatever reason, I clicked on this one, and I thought Newell was pretty good. I sent him a message. I gave him my number. He called me. I said, like, do you think you'd be like able to do this and whatever? And he said, yeah. And we set him up with the battle for the next event. He won the Battler of the Night performance of the night for that event, which was awesome for him. And from that point, he's always done well. I believed in him to the fullest extent. I'm so happy to see where he is in his music career now. Like, I'm not like he deserves every ounce of credit for all the work. Like, he's one of the most hardest working people that I've ever met, especially like a kid of his age with that amount of ambition is hard to find. But with a guy like that, I believe in him hugely. I really want to see him reach the limit. So when a few other battles fell through for this, I knew, like, I was already talking to Quest McCody about the event. He was down, and we wanted to put on Newell and like give him someone who like he could really rise to the occasion to. He'd always done that in the past, and you know, we want to raise the standard, I guess. Guys like Dirty Harry, man. Dirty Harry's been to Don't Flop with me. Like, we went across to England together. He's been a person that really like took up battle rap from the beginning. He's a person that really sparked my interest to do this again as well, like in terms of running the division. Having those kids around that are like really stoked about it and are new to it and that are, you know, really down with the idea. It's really fun, and it's inspiring to be around again. Again, going back to that like artistic art form kind of thing of it. It's like seeing that passion out of someone kind of reinstates that in you.
Shout out to Dirty Harry.
Yeah, Dirty Harry, Newell, Blazeman, and their friends.
No, I got the flow that'll never play out. In this rap shit, brothers ain't got it.
So this is for the heads that I know that love to see me get up on the mic and let it go. Professional, I guess you should.